Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. And today, update to last week's big story, July 19th, the 201st day of the year. The major tech outage, they're saying the biggest in world history, that had a greater impact on Asia and Europe than it did the U.S. because of its timing, but still a big impact in the U.S. as well, especially with travel. Anyhow, today, July 24th, the 206th day of the leap year, we get the story for how it all happened on the 201st day of the year. Of course, Seattle is the 206 area code, and this began being called the Microsoft outage because it was through the Microsoft operating system that people were having the problem. But then it was later explained that it's their cybersecurity partner, CrowdStrike, who did a system update that caused this massive crash. So CrowdStrike, and what a name, they impacted crowds of people in all kinds of sectors. Crowds of people just stuck in the airport all day, plans totally ruined. But yes, again, 206 is the Seattle area code, just like how so much of the scandemic after Event 201 was ran out of Seattle, from Amazon taking over to Billy Goat getting his wish to Costco out of the Seattle area, that Kirkland brand, that's the suburb of Costco that's right next to Redmond and Bellevue, where Microsoft is large and in charge. But yes, the 201, of course, in Gematria, William Henry Gates equals 201. Married to Melinda in the arranged marriage and the big Jesuit ritual. Again, Melinda French Gates, like the Jesuits from France. Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, the first to live in Suite 201. Again, it's a long list to go down, but 201 so big with Billy Goat and past crimes against humanity. This right here, if you go to my old website, freetofindtruth.blogspot.com, this post right here, this post is from May 16, 2017. It was the WannaCry virus, which caused a huge problem in society. It was actually the other post on it. It's this one, I guess. All right. So I noticed I was into this 201-177 thing, but I didn't know it as well back then. The Jesuit order has gematria of 177 and 201. At that time, it was going over my head that Pope Francis was the first Jesuit pope, the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. Again, the last French pope in the history of the Catholic Church was the 201st. So many rituals with these numbers where they come together. Klaus Schwab is a Jesuit. His name equals 177 in Gematria, the main sponsor of Event 201. Bill Gates, William Henry Gates, 201, the main co-sponsor. New World Order has Gematria of 177. Order of Illuminati has Gematria of 201. Again, Illuminati founded by a Jesuit. Adam Weishaupt changed the name to that. And then he ended up dying in history 201 days after the anniversary of its establishment. Catherine the Great, her husband dies on July 17th, 17/7. She preserves the Jesuit order in the time of their suppression with 201 Jesuit priests. Captain Tom gets knighted on 17/7, dead 201 days later from the virus simulated with Event 201 by Mr. 177 Klaus Schwab, and on and on and on. There's a lot of this. But I was just going back and looking at how the thing, it was a Microsoft thing as well. This WannaCry virus was a major Microsoft thing. It exploited the Microsoft system and used Bitcoin, which we know is totally Jesuit. That's why we had probably the best call on what to do with Bitcoin in the world as the 72nd day of the year was approaching. Weeks before that, I said, watch, Bitcoin will top out at about 72,000 on the 72nd day of the year, and it'll come crashing down shortly after. Exactly what it did. Bitcoin equals 72, money 72, Jesuit order 72, 72 bricks on the dollar bill. Anyway, all this stuff comes back to money too. The Illuminati with all their symbolism on the dollars, controlling the new forms of money, the electric money, the digital money, in the most Jesuit world there is, big tech. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is these things are not an accident. And let me see, where do I get back to where I need to be? Yeah, just the update. And did you see what they reported for the update? They reported that, let me see. Here's where I need to be. They reported in the story Let me see if I can find the spot. They're saying this outage on the 201st day of the year cost Fortune 500 companies about $5.4 billion. $5.4 billion. Jesuit Order 54. Remember, heliocentrism equals 201, sun equals 54. In the 16th century, the century of the Jesuits, the century of them implementing the calendar we're on that says today, the day I'm doing this video, is July 24th. Again, that's the century of the Jesuits. The Catholic Church that worships the sun. Sun equals 54, like Jesuit Order. Their main headquarters, the Church of the Jesu, is at Building 54. And They Live, Cable 54 is the enemy of the world. Roddy Piper, the star of that movie, came out 201 days after his birthday. He tweeted on September 27th, the anniversary of the Jesuits being recognized by Rome, that the movie was a documentary. Then again, he ended up dying July 31st. July 31st, the anniversary of the founder of the Jesuits, Ignatius of Loyola, dying. And Ignatius of Loyola has that gematria of 201, just like the Jesuit order, just like Jorge Mario Bergoglio. That's the first Jesuit pope, Pope Francis, again, the first to live in Suite 201. William Henry Gates, that's Billy Goat Gates, who works in the 206 area code, and this thing which connects right back to that Seattle area company, Microsoft. We got the reason, we got the excuse, the story on the 206th day. It's like Russell Wilson in these Seahawks only rigged Super Bowl. By the way, for all you Seattle fans, you guys want Super Bowl 48? Seahawks equals 48. You won it with 43 points. Seattle, Washington equals 43, like Colorado, who you won it over. That was the 94th NFL season. Seattle, Washington, 94. Denver, 94, who you beat. Bill Gates got married on the first day of 94. Kurt Cobain died 94 days later. Kurt Cobain also died 206 days before Bill Gates' birthday that year. April 5th, can be written 5/4. 206 days before Bill Gates' birthday, October 28th. 206 bones in the adult body. It's a sacrifice number, too. That's another story. But, anyway, yeah, these are the main points for now. You can read more at my website, GematriaEffect.News. Thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. And until next time, Truth Seeker.